We're never going to cap how much you can scale your business. And a lot of these terms you might not understand yet, but you will as time goes by. And then you're going to have the opportunity to either let ONPASSIVE build your business for you, or actually come in and help what ONPASSIVE is doing for you and cut those time frames. So we're in a really, really cool place right now. As Ash said, things are imminent. If you're just in right now, get ready, because I believe very, very shortly, the products are going to be launched to the global market, and we're going to be able to come in and buy the products of ONPASSIVE. When you do that, now ONPASSIVE can go to work for you and actually start putting sales underneath you, and you make a commission. That's where we all want to be. It's an exciting place to be. And then from there, there's a lot more than that, but I'm going to leave it right there for now. And maybe Marty can tell you the difference between founders and affiliates just very, very quickly, because I know that question is out there. Marty, go ahead.
For 1 minute, Robin had something to add. I want to let everybody know, thank you for being here. We have 480 people today. That's fantastic. And Robin had a couple more comments.
Have at it.
I've just had a lot of messages come through from people who are actually listening to us. So thank you so much. And saying thank you for the information that we're giving. One of the things that we're doing is we're addressing specifically to help people with one position feel comfortable. So much talk has been given about multiple positions, do this and multiple this and the next thing. We're talking specifically to start with one position. However, please know that everything that we're saying for one position needs to be done for each of your positions if you hold more than one. So it is important. And one of the questions I've received again recently is that, do I have to activate and migrate all of my positions from OFounders to the OES? The answer is yes, if you want to be part of the earning processes and the commissions that will be available to us through the sale of the products. Part of the reason why I think most of us joined ONPASSIVE is to be able to earn an extra source of income. So by not activating, you are blocking yourself. The company cannot work with you if you have not taken these simple preliminary steps to set it all up. As I say, it's the key that needs to go into the ignition so that it starts. If you don't put that key in and follow the steps through to get that key into the ignition, then unfortunately you will be left behind. But that's a choice some people may want to do and make. If you don't wish to migrate, that's up to you, but you will not be part of the overall bigger picture that's being discussed all the time. The other thing too is you do not have to use each of your accounts that you may have if you have more than one, but you do need to set up the OMail, and the proper steps need to be taken to include you in that, with that position, again, into the massive database of active positions and founders. So please understand that all of this comes back to your choice. But if your choice is not to do these steps, then unfortunately you will not be part of the initial coming out of the gate as somebody else who has taken them.
If you let it remain idle, you will not generate commissions for that particular position. So you can use from your main position, you can use the commissions that are generated to fund some of these other positions as well. So it's a process where you do need to be engaged. You need to be engaged and learn the step-by-steps. The last thing I would like to just bring up is the fact that start the conversations with people as far as your preparation for with someone you trust about getting involved with a CPA, getting involved with maybe estate planning, or maybe starting an LLC. These are things that don't be intimidated by them. They aren't hard. There's a lot of really neat educational videos out there that are like LLC or Living Trust 101, but it's important stuff. I put people in two groups. One of them are people that are just getting started in this business that don't have maybe a large customer base yet. And they can learn this as I like what Mike said the other day on a webinar. He said, take a breath. You know, you're going to be earning commissions, and you can learn how to organize your business and set up these things that are important for you and your family. while you're earning commissions. Now, the other group of people are people that have been involved with ONPASSIVE for a long period of time. And they might have a big team. A lot of us that were founders from the very beginning have developed a pretty big team. Well, the sense of urgency for you folks might be a little more to gather this information, find out somebody you trust, look at some of these videos, and I'd be more than happy to help you. My friend, and you all know him, Daryl Cook, and I have had many, many conversations. He's very, 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 very educated on this and knowledgeable about this, and it shouldn't be something you should be intimidated by. It just should be something that, look at the difference between a living will and a trust, or a living trust and a will. And there's some significant differences and stuff that you should be aware of. So that's all I had, and that's part of the preparation mode that all of us should be in when we're starting this business. That's all I have, Marty.
Marty, if I may. Realistic expectations and putting things into context. We are all in it to win it. The fact that you are in with ONPASSIVE means that you are going to win with ONPASSIVE. But keep your expectations real in the now as you're doing all these other steps we've talked about today, as well as logging in, if not every day, every couple of days, because information is going to be coming fast and furious. Please remember and keep this in mind that the finances that you are hoping and ultimately will receive may not be the amount right out of the gate. So somebody with one position is going to receive. Are they going to receive the same amount as somebody else who has multiple positions? I would seriously think that's not the case. So let's just keep this in a realistic bubble of what is happening. And there's no right and there's no wrong in any of this. We came in knowing, having a feeling, trusting, and wanting to be part of something that's going to make a difference in this world. So just know that you are in the right place and you will achieve what you are hoping to achieve through the steps that you're doing today and through active step-by-step participation as it comes down in the future as well. But for right now, we are all here together.